This Express Training Bites broadcast is brought to you by Promo Plus from PromoCorner. Promo Plus is a collection of distributor tools designed to help you market your business. 4 tools in one dynamic package for just $20 per month. Visit promocorner.com/promo plus to start your risk-free trial today.
All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a fantastic beginning of your week. And it's April. Can you believe it's already April in 2022? I can't believe it. That's springtime. We just got done with the Fool's Day. And we've got an awesome recorded show, albeit for you today here on Express Training Bites. I am pumped to have the newest member of Walker Clay here with me, Abby Burke. And she and I are going to be talking a little bit about TikTok 101s, and I'll get into why she's the best person to be teaching us how to do this here in just a second. But Abby, thank you so much for joining me here on Express Training Bites.
Oh, thanks for having me here. I'm excited.
This is going to be so much fun. And for you guys out there watching this, you can always comment down in the comment section right there on Facebook. And even though this is recorded, I will still be in there live and answering all of those questions and making sure that we get some things answered for you. But for right now, we're going to get into Abby. So first of all, Abby, you are the executive assistant at Walker.
Yes.
What does that actually mean?
Well, I'm the executive assistant to the leadership team. So far, it means a little bit of everything. I'm helping out Amanda, helping Heather a little bit. Today, I helped Bill with how to scan a QR code. So
Converting PDFs.
Whatever they need is fine.
That's what we do.
Yeah, but the goal is to get me in sales, and I'm kind of just getting my feet wet this way. I'm doing a lot of social media, to no surprise. Yes, TikTok. And yeah, I guess that's about it.
That's awesome. So you guys, we have brought her on because we are doing a little bit of a TikTok 101. So, but I kind of want to get to know Abby even just a little bit further. So how did you get into the promo industry?
Well, the way I got into the promo industry is a little funny. But Bill was my soccer coach, probably from kindergarten up through high school, forever. And when I first got into school, he took me as an intern the summer before. So I wasn't even a student yet. But he kind of took me on field trips everywhere. I got to see all sorts of different things, do some factory tours, things like that. And then I started doing some kind of like contract work, part-time work for another lady who's AIA. And I was kind of doing that while I was navigating new motherhood and whatnot. Yeah. So, and now I'm finally like in a position to be back full time, and I guess they wanted me here. So
that is fantastic. So, I mean, basically you are part of the family. So you're just right in there with Walker Clay. That is fantastic.
I mean, I think they kind of accept everyone like that here. They're a pretty welcoming bunch. Yeah. So
that is awesome. Well, the story on how you ended up there is fantastic too. So we're going to kind of touch on that. You are TikTok famous. I know you blush, and I know anybody that does any type of content when we're we're told that we, do something that's big, that there's a lot of people that watch our stuff, we kind of take it back because we just still think we're just creating for ourselves and our family, right? But
yes.
You literally are TikTok famous. You have a whole entire following. Over 350,000 people follow you. What is that handle, and what do you do?
I make cakes. It's Cake Art by Abby, and I started making my cakes actually during quarantine. It was just a random hobby I started doing, and I kind of always liked filming process videos. I've always done arts and crafts and things like that. So to me, it was another arts and craft. And I filmed the videos. I did not know what TikTok was. So I would like to say that I did not know TikTok. I was posting my videos on my Instagram story, throwing them up on Snapchat. So for my close friends and family type of thing. And this one girl, she said, "Hey, you should put these videos on TikTok." I was like, I don't know. I don't know what TikTok is. Like, I heard it's kind of weird and it's lip syncing and stuff like that. And
I don't dance with my cakes.
Yeah. And she's like, "No, I really think it would be cool." So I said, all right, whatever. And I started putting some videos up there, and for whatever reason, it went viral like right off the bat. I think I just maybe hit good timing. I don't know. And then after that, I did start really getting a hang of making short videos, to the point where now I'm even partner with YouTube for shorts videos specifically.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. You guys, I did flash up her handle, so make sure you go and check all of that out too. And so you are actually starting that whole process over again,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
kind of here in the promo industry. So tell me a little bit about that and how you're going to do that with and for Walker Clay.
So we kind of have two avenues here where you've obviously seen with Javi, he's got his own channel. I'm making my own. I'm not in sales yet, but that way when I get into it, I already exist and people have
Mhm.
seen me and hopefully feel comfortable with me. And then right now we just introduced our company one. And even though I'm, I guess, experienced with TikTok, this is an entirely new industry. This isn't me just making a pretty cake and people going like, wow, that's so cool. So we definitely have to have different approaches on it. And right now, business page, the approach we're using right now is kind of tossing a few things out there, seeing what sticks. And that's really what you have to do with TikTok. You
Mhm.
have to throw a few ideas out there, know that probably 1 in 10 is going to work. But once you figure out that one thing that worked, just like my cake videos, when I figured out the video format that people were responding to, then we can continue to put that content out there. So if you look at our business page, we're kind of starting to dabble in different ways to post content.
Mhm.
And then the strategy we're using for salespeople is it's the idea that you're selling yourself versus selling a product. Like, I mean, I'm going to keep mentioning Javier, but obviously
Mhm.
because I work with him too. Um, but you see on his TikTok that he's relatable and he's funny and he builds a personality. And from from that point of view, people are going to come to you and be like, I like this guy. Like, he's
Mhm.
funny. He's cool. I'd love to do business with him. He looks great to work with. And then you do throw in a mix of showing product, but in a non sales way.
Yeah.
And I did watch his segment he did with you as well, where he said, you can't just hold up a pen and be like, this is this cool new pen. It's really cool. You should buy it. People are not going to watch it at all, like, period. But that's why it's cool if you follow any different brands and you see how they're all making themselves into a personality.
Yep.
But it's enough that then you might go click on their link on their page, or you might click on us and see the bio that says promo products or whatever it might be.
Mhm.
It's almost like you need to find the back way to be seen.
Yep. I
So
mean,
I
you're
guess,
gonna you're gonna hear this a bunch in our industry too, as you kind of keep talking, as you kind of dive deeper. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, and I think that
yep.
TikTok allows you to be authentic and get in there and be that person and be somebody that they want to know, and feel that they can trust you with their promotional stuff. So that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, that's definitely gonna be important for me where I'm brand new. I have to
Yeah.
really kind of from scratch build a network, but I also like the idea of at this point in 2022, we know that, like, email blasts is something you really wanna be touchy with how often you're sending them out and things like that, but TikTok is a way for people to see you repetitively without feeling like you're pushing at them. They'll
Mhm.
be like, "This guy's worth me having in the feed."
Mhm.
And they'll see you pop up and laugh at what you're doing or whatever. And even though you might not be specifically saying, like, hey, here's this pen, they know that you're the pen person or they know that you're whatever person you are. So at that point, they're just going to remember you and think of you. And it might prompt conversation like, oh, you know what? I should reach out to him now because it is getting ready to prepare for summer or whatever it might be. So
That
that's
is
what I've heard.
awesome. Well, let's do this. So, the whole point of this to bring you on was to do a quick little 101. I know there's a bunch of people out there that have seen the video that Javi and I did. They've seen the video that Taylor and I did. They've seen all of the people in the promo industry jumping onto TikTok, but they
Mhm.
have that one question: how do I even do it? So,
Yeah.
you and I came up with an awesome idea to do a TikTok 101. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put you big up on the screen, and I think you're going to show kind of on your phone how you put that all together, right?
Yes. So
Awesome.
that is true. A lot of people talk about TikTok and how great it is, but if you have never used it, it is a learning curve. It's kind of like I never used a Mac before, and at Walker Clay, I guess we use Macs. So that was a whole situation for me. But we don't want people to feel that way on TikTok. So let's show you a couple ways to make videos. Now, let's assume you downloaded it. Hang on, let me try and get it to the glare. I don't know how to fix it. That's fine though. Let's assume you've downloaded TikTok and you've made a profile at that point. Now, what you want to do is click this button down here that says to post. That's probably because of the light. Well, it doesn't matter.
It looks good. We can see it. That looks fine.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, you can see all hobbies. Goodies back. One of the easiest things to do when you start is you make your own video on your camera roll, the same way you would just record anything. And it's a good way to start playing around with it because right here, there's a button to click upload. If you click upload, you can add a video that's pre-recorded. And at that point, let me see what I have for videos. Oh, my kid doing gymnastics, but we'll use a different one. Okay, so here's a Vineyard Vines situation. This right here is a video that's pre-recorded in my camera roll. So what I'm doing is clicking upload, selecting the video I want to add, clicking next. Once you have a video in there, you want to click next, add a sound. This is one of the most important, valuable things in TikTok. It can be really tempting to use a sound that you think is silly or relevant, but the things that really go viral are the viral audios. When you click on add a sound, I don't have service. That's going to be frustrating. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe it's my settings.
See, and this is the stuff that I think I love that this happened in real life because this is going to happen to people, right? So what she's going through now is trying to either get onto the Wi-Fi or make sure that she's set up for service so that she can access these trending sounds that are going to give your video more views and more likes. The algorithm at TikTok is going to push that video onto more FYPs or For You pages of people that will see your video.
Okay. Thank you for filling that gap. I apologize. I don't know what was going on there. So anyways, it's going to give you a couple options of sounds. You can choose from songs you might have had as your favorite, or you can click this little search tool up there. That's what you want to do. I know you can't see this, but it's going to give you music categories. It might have, let's see, we got Latin, we got hip hop, pride, but there's one that's called TikTok Viral. And that's where you're going to see the top songs on TikTok. And I highly recommend always trying to use these when you can, because what I noticed from my cake videos is anything that went viral used a number 1 or number 2 song. And when I say viral, I mean, like if I had a video that got 15 million views, that absolutely never happened without having a viral audio with it.
Awesome.
So definitely recommend that. So now we added our audio. You click next. Another thing that's important that people overlook a lot, and I'm so sorry you guys can't see this. It stinks. Maybe if I get closer. Well,
that's okay. It's good enough. Yeah, I can see all of the shadowing. Yep.
Okay, so you want to select a cover here and just use the slider to pick a good cover, because this is what people are going to see when they look at your page. You don't want to accidentally have a cover that's like, like black space or something weird, because then see that nobody's going to know what's going on with that video. So you want to do that. And then TikTok, you can't see this part, so I'll just tell you. When you add a description to your TikTok video, keep it short and simple, and then use the trending hashtags in our industry. Even if the video isn't you pushing a product and it's you being silly, being fun, you want to see that people know, or people want to see that you're associated with the promo world. So a lot of the common ones are hashtag promo products, hashtag promotional products, hashtag branded merch, swag, anything along those lines. And then you post it. And I did want to show a little more of advanced ways to do it, but I don't think it's going to be helpful without being able to actually see my phone.
Okay.
But I just wanted to explain that you can also shoot video in TikTok.
Yes.
Rather than uploading your own, and that would be really good to show. I wish I could.
That's all right. I think for the pure 101 is to start with utilizing the camera and the functions that you already know how to use on your phone.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best. And then having it in your gallery already ready to go is just going to help that process of getting something up onto TikTok. Cause I was going to ask you next, like, how do you build followers and how do you start creating content? One of the things that I get asked all the time is like, how do I start creating videos? You just do it, and manage your expectations early. So kind of talk a little bit about that too, because you've come from getting 15, 30, thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on videos, now down to having 60 followers and
Yeah.
10, 15 views on a video. So how do you manage those expectations too?
Well, the way I look at it is, from my point of view, a part of me wants to be like, oh, like I only got 75 views or
Mhm.
whatever it might be. But the reality of it is, when you're building a TikTok or really any profile, I think people are hesitant to follow until they see that there's a good amount of content on there. So that's why I do agree with you that just start posting things to get stuff up there. And if you get to a point where you're feeling like you're doing really good, like having quality content that you really like, you can just go back in time and delete ones that you look back and you're like, oh, I kind of thought that was cool at the time, but now I know way more and like, I could do that better. It's okay to do that. It's better to get the content up there and know that it's going to take a while to build.
Yep.
But definitely explore the hashtags, as in like do a search, look at the hashtag, see who else is using it, and you do want to engage. It doesn't matter if they are like what kind of company they are. It doesn't matter if they're even like a competitor or anything like that. There's this unwritten thing on TikTok that you're friends, not enemies. Like even when I was selling cakes and there's other people in my area selling cakes, once you're on TikTok, you're not like this headbutting thing. It's a supportive environment. It really is.
Yep.
So I guess that's what I have to say on that, is that you got to just be consistent with content. And also at the beginning, where what I mentioned before is you have no idea what's going to stick. You have no idea what people are going to like. And then once you do figure it out, you'll find your direction to go in. So you just can't be discouraged at first. Like you might get 5 views. You might have one, you get 10 views. It's fine.
Yep.
It takes a minute to get it figured out.
So when you're going to create your follower base, I know you can't, it's not like Facebook or any of the others, right? Where you can kind of just, you link with a bunch of people that you like. Yeah, it does do the contact stuff, but it's very limited in TikTok right now, especially in the promotional products industry. And when you're trying to reach out to your customers, with the whole idea that marketers ruin everything, how do you draw your new customers or your prospects into your TikTok to get them to see the information? Do you link it on your email signature? Do you post it across other platforms? How do you get people to your TikTok?
I think you should link it up anywhere that you can. I think Javi might have it in his signature. Do I have it in mine? Mine's
You
new.
do.
Okay,
You do.
I'm new here, so and I don't email myself often. But yes, I think I do have it in there. Anywhere that you can, and especially if you are making a new TikTok or your first TikTok where you are your professional self, like we're professional, but we're going to be fun there. You know what I mean? I think it is important to share that. And something you were speaking on a little earlier, an idea popped into my head. I just wanted to mention what I did as a brand new TikToker in this industry, is go to our peers and see who they're following, see who, follows them. Because TikTok is very, very, very smart. So it's not only, I don't want to say we're like, stealing followers or anything like that, but as soon as TikTok sees all these mutual connections and sees like, oh, you know what, they always like this kind of content and they always like this kind of content, and you're following both of them, it's going to start getting smarter. And your FYP, basically your feed, is going to start being all relevant content, all relevant people. It customizes to that. So the more people within the industry you follow, the more you're going to pop up on other people's feed. It's just a chain reaction.
That is awesome. I love it. All right. So last little thing, because it's simple, but I know the answer because I do a lot of videos and I just want to hear yours. But what are some simple tips to just starting to create a video, like in lighting, sound, trends? How do they get started?
Yes. Okay. So in my opinion, I'll talk about trends in a second. The most important thing about any video you post is lighting. And I'm saying that with like these beaming ceiling lights right now. We're gonna be like shadow eye. But this came from me trying to figure out why I was different than other cake people. I think I make really good cakes, but they're not the best on TikTok. Like I am not the most elite cake person. But when you watch my videos, they have really good lighting and they have very quick changes of shot. Like if I'm showing one angle, I don't show anything more than 3 seconds before I flip to a new angle.
Okay.
And that's actually a whole psychology thing going on now with the way the world is changing and how much information is being thrown at us. Attention spans are this big now. People don't want to watch like a stagnant frame. So I recommend, if you're doing a video on a hat, don't just put the hat, maybe zoom around the hat, or you guys have those cool ones now, like get some motion, or stop it and then do a different angle, anything like that to make it more is animated the word?
Yeah,
More
no, and that's a perfect word. Yep.
yeah, so definitely that. And then regarding the trends, TikTok is like a whole world of copycatting.
Yep.
It's basically someone does a cool dance and then everyone's like, wow, I want to do that dance. But it doesn't only apply to dances. It applies to the audios, the music, the sounds. And you'll start picking up on like, okay, people are using this sound and they're doing XYZ with it. There's always a way to flip that into our industry and put our own spin on it. So the more you're watching a TikTok, the more these ideas will pop in your head. But pay attention to those trends and find a fun way to apply them here.
Perfect. I think that is fantastic. And I think that is a great place to end this Express Training Bites, because this is Express and we want you going out there, you guys, creating your TikToks, getting out there and get yourself viral just the same. Abby, I'm throwing up your merch by Abby up on the screen. Go over there and follow her and check out what she's doing here in the promotional products industry with TikTok. Also, earlier in the video, I threw up her cakes. What is it? Cake Art by Abby as well. So those are two places that you can find her. And Abby, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and being on here with us today.
Yeah, no problem. Like, thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about TikTok as a real business tool now, because when I first started it, everyone's like, you're on TikTok. And now look at, we're all going to be on TikTok now.
That's right.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
I love it. That is so cool. Thank you so much, you guys, for checking out Express Training Bites. It is already April 2022. We've got one more episode this month coming up, and I think we're going to be getting a little bit deeper into some promo standard stuff, but check out Express Training Bites on the 1st and 3rd Tuesdays of every month. And we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks.